You're watching Let's Chat.
The Urban League of Greater Chattanooga is hosting their annual MLK Day Youth Symposium, and it's so good to have with me today my friend from the Urban League, Tricia, and a student from CSAS, Jeremiah. Thanks for coming on.
No problem.
Thank you.
Awesome.
So, Tricia, what's the purpose of this event?
Well, we're so excited to be hosting our 4th annual MLK Day Youth Leadership Symposium. A few years ago, staff realized that there wasn't programming that took place on MLK Day that catered to our youth. And the purpose of the event is really just to impart the importance of Dr. King's history and his work that he has completed, while also giving them tools that they didn't necessarily have, and have them walk away with confidence that, one, their voice matters, and giving them a new skill set that they probably didn't have before they walked in.
I love that. Well, Dr. King's message it's a household, name and message and the values. But what does it mean to you as a high school student, and why do you personally think this message is important to share and not forget?
That's a good question. I definitely think that everyone should be learning from Martin Luther King and his legacy, because his work ethic and his overall attitude is something that our generation should be trying to implement in our work. Because, Gen Z is the face of the future. So what better way to learn about how we lead in this new world by learning how Martin Luther King did it and relate it back to us. So,
I love that.
Yeah.
Is there a message of his that personally speaks to you, one of his many messages?
With risk from sounding cliche, I definitely think his dream speech was one of my favorites for sure.
Right.
Just kind of like that final chant of "Freedom, here we come" is just really resonates with me.
Oh, you're so well spoken, and I didn't mean to ambush you with that, but as a high school student to come up with that right here is really impressive, and it's not cliche. It's an important message, and if we don't remind the future of history, it's forgotten.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, he's loved across all demographics. Mm-hmm. So tell me, what skills will you teach them this year? Maybe is there anything new coming up?
Yeah, so every year we have a theme. This year's theme is shifting the cultural climate around civic engagement. So we're going to teach them, how do you become civically involved? What does that look like when I'm not 18? So writing a school board member a letter, participating in a county commission meeting, and then we also have a very fun voter simulation activity, so where they can see what it's like to register to vote and also fill out a ballot. You also have an opportunity to hear from more of our Project Ready student leaders, and they have a lot of speaking parts, and yeah.
Now, you seem like a natural leader, Jeremiah, and you're a senior. What is your favorite part about what you're doing, and what do you hope that the younger people take away from this?
Definitely beyond learning, like just how to do these certain things that Tricia was talking about, I definitely hope that students take away inspiration from this. Taking leadership roles in their school, trying to make change in our world. I feel like this learning opportunity is definitely a way to start inspiring others to lead and to make change. For sure.
What could, if there's youth watching now, what would you tell them about leading and not being afraid to sort of participate? I know there's peer pressure. I have 2 teenagers, and they're so, you can be afraid to stand up and speak out, come on TV. What would you tell them?
Honestly, I would tell them that if you're not going to do it, then nobody else is going to do
That's
it.
right.
You have to be the one to make that change. You have to be the one to start things out. And it may be scary at first, but once you get rolling with it, it's just going to be, a lot better for not only yourself, but other people as well.
I love that. And locally, local politics are where major national things change. And I've always thought if you don't vote and you don't follow this stuff, then you don't really have a say. You can't complain because you're not participating.
Right.
So tell us, Tricia, how people can participate, get involved, volunteer, donate.
Okay, so if you go to our homepage on www.ulchat.net, there is a big donate button on the homepage. And if you would like to participate in an event, we have our registration with the link and the QR code. That's one of the first things on the homepage as well. And of course, if you would like to get involved, please contact us. All the information will be at ulchat.net.
Jeremiah, what are your plans for the future?
Me personally, I'm hoping that I get into Howard University. I'm waiting for that regular decision date to hit. And then after that, I'm just going to continue to learn about not only, my major, but African American history, and hopefully get some more leadership positions as I be an adult.
I love that, and I think you have a great future. I've talked to a lot of teenagers, and you're about the most well-spoken, a natural leader. I can feel that. So I pray that works out and you keep pursuing this field. So thank you again for coming on. Tricia, tell us one more time that website.
www.ulchat.net.
ulchat.net, and that's 2 T's, just like Let's Chat. And I'll learn more about the Urban League of Greater Chattanooga, the Youth Leadership Symposium, and MLK Day. Thank you again for coming on. Good job.
Thank you.